Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming along to another Breath Library session. Today's session is going to be all about humming and how and why humming can play such a big impact on our breathing and pretty much nearly everything else as well, from sleep to fitness. So, before we get started, I'm just going to recap on last week's session. Last week, we looked at how breathing and stretching at our desk can improve focus, attention, and just improve our sort of working health as well. So last week's challenge, I suggested that you try some of the breathing and stretching exercises or breathing with movement exercises that we did during the session. If you missed that, you can go catch up. You'll find it in the live playlists, and that is all about breathing and stretching. So this week's session, we are going to get humming, and it's humming is something that everyone can do. You can be a child, you can be an adult, it doesn't matter, and you can still reap the benefits from humming. As mostly because when you hum, you have to breathe through your nose. It's very difficult to breathe through your mouth whilst humming. So it is a great way to start practicing creating healthier breathing habits by breathing through your nose. So humming is fantastic because one of the main ingredients of humming when you're breathing is when you breathe in and when you breathe out, you create 15 times more nitric oxide. And I've talked about nitric oxide before because this gas is fantastic. When we produce this and when we're humming, it's 15 times more. And what nitric oxide does is it acts as a vasodilator. What that does is that helps opens up the blood vessels. So when we breathe this gas in, what we're actually doing is we're creating the better gas exchange into our blood, which then means that we're getting more oxygen to the vital parts of our body that we need. So it's going to our organs, our tissues, and it is supplying our body with exactly what it needs. So this high increase of nitric oxide when we hum means that we're actually able to breathe and function better. But that's not all humming does. When we hum, and I'll go into say how long we need to hum for to get all these benefits, but when we hum, it improves the lymphatic circulation. It increases melatonin, which helps us get off to sleep. It releases endorphins and releases oxytocin, which is named the love hormone. So humming promotes positive feelings. Okay, so I could go on and on and on, talk about studies that have been done about it, but let's just get straight into humming. So I'm going to explain how to hum, even though I'm pretty sure that most of you will know how to hum. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that we're going to take a nice deep breath in, make sure that we're nice. First of all, make sure we're sat and comfortable, or you can walk around and do this. It really is something that you can do anywhere. Okay, so let's take a breath in through. Actually, first of all, just to explain what we're going to be doing, we are going to do 3 minutes of humming, and then we're going to follow and do 2 minutes of humming with tones. And so then there is a little bit of variety, but it also adds like a different flavor to humming. So we're not going to be humming a tune. We're just going to be humming a low tone because it is in the research it found that humming a low tone has a better effect than humming a high tone. Okay, so 3 minutes of humming. and then 2 minutes of humming tones. So then we're getting 5 minutes of solid humming. Okay? So let's breathe in through our nose and hum. And we're going to try and hum for as long as we can on the exhale. Breathe in. And again, breathe in. Breathe in through the nose and carry on humming. Breathe in. And breathe in and hum. You're already halfway through the first part. And breathe in and hum. And on that exhale, you can really work the diaphragm and make sure you're getting that full range of motion, sucking it in, pulling that abdomen back to the spine. And breathe in. In through the nose. And one last time, breathe in and hum, but do it with a smile on your face. Okay, so now we're going to breathe in through our nose, but now we're going to hum out a sound. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the vowels. So we're going to start off with A, and then I, E, no, A, E, I, O, U. Okay, but we're going to just do one at a time. So we're going to breathe in and then hum A for as long as we can. We're going to pay attention to the tones that come in, and you can close your eyes during this section as well, and you'll find this relaxing as well. It's just a different way of doing humming. So let's breathe in through the nose. Now E. Breathe in. I. Breathe in. Now O, breathe in. And finally, you. And just take a couple of gentle breaths in and out through the nose. So you might feel a little bit tingly. You might have a build-up of saliva in your mouth, and these are all good things as well, because they're just a little sign that we have triggered the parasympathetic, our rest and digest. And, you might just feel a little bit lighter. You might feel that your nose is clearer as well, that we've cleared the sinuses. And you might just feel better in yourself. So humming is pretty powerful, and you don't have to just keep it to low tones. You don't have to go through the alphabet or make sounds like that. You could just hum your favorite song. Even if you don't remember if you don't know the words, like I'm terrible at remembering the words to songs. So I find myself humming through through a lot of music. So if that's something that like me that you like doing, then just hum along, because that will do so much more for you than actually singing the song. So I hope you've enjoyed this session on humming. And my challenge to you for the next week is hum your way into the day. So if if you find a bit of time, or not even if you find a bit of time, if you I don't know, you're making a cup of tea, or you are walking down to the shop, or you're walking your dog, just hum along and just see the impact that it has and the changes that you feel physically and mentally. So next week's session is all about using our breath to improve our sleep. And there's some interesting things that we're going to cover, but we look at breathing throughout the day. So let's look at breathing through the night as well. Thank you for coming to another Breath Library session. If you've enjoyed breathing with me and you'd like to go through other guided breathing exercises, and also have the chance to learn from other incredible instructors from all around the world, then I urge you and send you to download the Breath Source app. This is the fastest growing breathing app out there. It's available on iOS and Android. The link will be in the comments, and you can set up and open up a free account and get going and just start breathing at all times. Okay, see you next week. Bye.